Attention Bears Nation. You won't believe what just went down. Our star wide receiver showed no mercy against his old team, leaving the entire NFL stunned. 2 touchdowns and a performance that left the Panthers speechless. And hold on, it doesn't stop there. The quarterback we've all been waiting for proved he was the best pick of the draft. If anyone in Carolina still had doubts about their decision, today's game made it crystal clear. Caleb is unstoppable. But hey, the drama doesn't end there. Could this be a preview of what's to come this season? And as if that wasn't enough, our offensive line's bad luck keeps piling up. Another injury takes one of our key players out of the game. This is worrisome. Seriously worrisome. The big question now is, what are the Bears going to do without him? If you want all the details on how this blow could impact our next plays, don't go anywhere. All right, Bears Nation, did y'all catch that show the Bears put on? Let me ask you, who could have predicted this total domination over the Panthers? Nobody. But DJ Moore, up against his old team, did what he does best: catch passes and take them to the end zone. I'm telling you, the man had no mercy. 2 touchdowns and over 100 yards. Were we expecting anything less? Absolutely not. Look, when the ball's in Caleb Williams' hands, you know something big is about to go down. And today, with over 300 yards and 2 touchdowns, he reminded us why he's our hope. What I love most about this team is how Caleb and DJ are clicking on every play. That chemistry is what's going to define this season, and I say this confidently. We're witnessing something special. But here's the question. Is Caleb already the franchise QB we've been waiting for? I think so. Now let's talk about our ground game. D'Andre Swift, with 73 yards and a touchdown, was solid. And Roscoe Johnson? 2 touchdowns. This, my friends, is what I always say. If you control the ground, you control the game. The Panthers' defense had no answer. And let me ask you, wasn't it amazing watching our offense run all over them? It was a perfect symphony. But let's not get too comfortable. We still have room to grow, especially with a tougher schedule ahead. What also stood out was our defense. Kevin Byard, with that clutch interception, put the final nail in the Panthers' coffin. Chicago's defense is a wall. Carolina only managed 292 yards. And let's be real, up until the last play of the first half, they didn't even hit 100 yards. What more could we ask from a defense that doesn't make mistakes and force 3 turnovers? Now, here's something I've been thinking about. Andy Dalton, Carolina's QB, couldn't do a thing. But what really caught my attention is that they brought back Bryce Young, who's still sitting on that bench like he's waiting for something. What is Carolina doing with that kid? It makes no sense. While they're stuck making confusing decisions, the Bears keep moving forward. And with this win, we're now 3-0 at home. Let me tell you this, Soldier Field is our fortress, and any team that steps onto that field better be ready for what's coming. Now let me leave you with this. DJ Moore is shining in Chicago, but is he the best wide receiver we've had in years? Think about it. We're seeing a level of play we haven't seen in a long time. And if he keeps this up, I have no doubt we're looking at a new era for our Bears. Well, Chicago Bears fans, Caleb Williams, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, today we witnessed something incredible. Who here doubted the impact this kid was going to have? Because let me ask you, who can look at what Caleb did today and not think the Bears made the right call in the draft? Come on. I think it's undeniable. Williams came out swinging from the first quarter and didn't stop. The Bears' offense absolutely crushed the Panthers. I'm telling you this, and listen up. Caleb Williams, with that performance, gave the Panthers a gut punch, making them wish they had drafted him instead. That's the point. The Panthers, who traded that first pick in 2023 to grab Bryce Young, must be thinking, what did we do? And don't get me wrong, Bryce Young isn't a bad player, but today, he just couldn't measure up to Williams. There you have it. Young is now riding the bench. What does that say about the situation in Carolina? Young came in during the last few minutes when the game was already lost, in that typical garbage time where Panthers coach Dave Canales just wanted to give him some playing time. But you know what? It was way too late. The Bears had already crushed any hope left for the Panthers. Now let's take a moment. With this win, the Bears improved their record to 3-2 on the season. And let me tell you something, that's their 8th straight victory at Soldier Field. Who said the Bears couldn't defend their home turf? But let's not kid ourselves. The NFC North is heating up. That's where it gets interesting. The Bears are, yes, long shots. I won't deny that. But after what we saw today, who dares to say they can't pull off a surprise? Now I ask you, what's going on in Carolina? The Panthers are sinking to 1-4, and my friends, those numbers scream a team heading for the first pick in 2025. And what do I tell you? They might need to draft another quarterback, because after today, who can say for sure that Bryce Young is the answer? This is where the real discussion comes in, fans. After watching this game, don't you think the Bears are right at the point where they can make a statement in the NFC North? With Caleb Williams leading the charge, and the team playing like they did today, I'm telling you, the conversation has to change. We can't keep saying we're just another team. I'm telling you, if Caleb keeps this up, we have a shot at something bigger. Another week, and Tevin Jenkins is out again due to injury? I'm telling you, this is not what the Chicago Bears need right now. For the second consecutive game, our offensive lineman Tevin Jenkins has gone down with a new injury. What's going on here? Last week, during the victory against the Rams, Jenkins left with a rib injury, and today, boom, he injures his ankle, and what started as something manageable has escalated to the point where he can't return against the Panthers. How much longer can we take this? I think there's something serious we need to discuss. Tevin Jenkins is a great player, but his constant injuries are affecting the team. We're talking about a key offensive lineman, someone we need on the protection line. And now we have Bill Murray. And no, not the actor, although sometimes it feels like we need a Hollywood miracle to save us from these injuries, filling in for him. Come on, I ask you, how many more? These situations really test the depth of the team. It's not just Jenkins, it's the pattern of injuries we've seen on our offensive line. Is it bad luck, or is there something we're not doing right in our physical preparation? I'll tell you this, with Jenkins out, the Bears' offense is going to have to adjust once again. Now, some of you might be thinking, well, it's just one player. But he's not just any player. Jenkins is a fundamental part of the quarterback's protection. Without a strong line, our offense becomes predictable and easy to penetrate. And we can't keep relying on guys like Murray, who, while doing their best, just don't have the same experience or chemistry with the starting offense. Look, I understand that injuries are part of the game, but the issue here is the frequency with which we're seeing these key losses. Is it a lack of preparation? A lack of strategy in physical conditioning? Something has to change because, let's be honest, without a solid line, we're not going to go far. This is the kind of situation that defines a season. Are you with me? So now I ask you, Bears fans, what do you think the team should do to handle this situation? Should we look for reinforcements from outside? Trust what we have? Because this is not sustainable long-term, and I believe that fans like you deserve a team that can compete consistently, not just when the stars align. Before we wrap up, Chicago Bears fans, I want to ask you something very important. After this incredible game, do you think this team has what it takes to take us to the playoffs? I want to know your opinion, because this is a key topic for all of us who believe in this team. Now let's talk about Caleb Williams. We saw some great gameplay, but the real question is, can he maintain that level and make us serious contenders in the NFC North? Or do you think the lack of experience on the team will hurt us in crucial moments? Share your thoughts in the comments. Lastly, we can't ignore the injury situation. Tevin Jenkins has been a key piece for us, and his health impacts our hopes for the rest of the season. What do you all think? Can we keep moving forward if his recovery takes longer than expected? This channel is made by Fans for Fans, a true Bears family. If you haven't already, subscribe and join this community where we all share the same passion for our team. Click that subscribe button and stay tuned for all the news, analysis, and more. See you in the next video, and as always, bear down.